if that poor innocent man dies, because you've hit him over the head with a metal bar. You've hit him over the head with a metal bar. Karma Corner coming in your ears. Righty-ho, here we go. Let's get on with this show. What today's show is coming? Well, it was going to start off. It originally going to be about a fatal car crash and the idiot that were driving the car and the legalities between manslaughter and death by reckless or dangerous driving. And I was going to show you stupidity in it all, but it's ended up being something else. We're all VT. So as I'd found this clip, and I was looking for different news sources, because I like to have a look at different news sources on everything, so that you get more of a balanced view. So I was looking for different angles in the earlier events that led to this crash, which I found a few. But then whilst I was doing that, I came across this video, and I thought this video make a better video than that video. But I will, if you want me to make that video, I'll still make that video, because I've got the footage pre that crash, and it is a fatal crash. Sadly, it's not the driver of the car who caused the crash, it's one of the fucking poor victims that ended up suffering at the hands of this fucking lunatic. This video is going to be about this incident that happened, if you look at top left hand corner there, on the 10th of the 1st 2024 at 7:33 AM in the morning. And as you can see at bottom right it says camera 3, so I'm assuming this guy, this news agent, shopkeeper, had got more cameras, but this is only camera footage I've seen, and I ain't seen no in papers about this. This is off a Facebook post that when I was looking for videos of that car crash and the aftermath of that car crash and the tragic loss of life due to that car crash, I came across this. And it's quite shocking, to be honest. It's very shocking, the nature of what happens in this video and the callous nature of the person that perpetrates the crime. So let's just play it, shall we? So it's early morning, 7:30. Shopkeeper's deciding to read one of the papers while he gets any customers. Just a normal morning for him. And then what happens? This absolute dickhead comes charging in. At first I thought it was a sword, but it's not, it's a metal bar. And he's doing his natural reaction, he's trying to defend his castle, defend his shop. But what you're going to see here is, look, he hits him a couple of times, but he hits him on the head. Watch when he hits him on the head. Boom. At that point, I think he's unconscious because he's holding him up by his glove on his hand. And he's still hitting him over the head. And now at this point, it's obvious that he is unconscious because he's just going to ransack the shop. So he's going straight at cig box, where cigarettes are. But he's got no idea what he's doing, has he? Because he's holding his bag up, so he's having to use one hand to hold bag up. And if you notice here, a lady comes in shop and looks round. I believe that she's got the shop next door and she's heard the commotion. She's seen what's gone off and she's going back now to phone police. But yeah, he's gone for all cigs. And watch, he drops most of them on floor. Look, he's not the most intelligent man, is he? He's very nice looking at it back, see if anybody's there, but what's he going to get out of this crime? What's he going to sell a packet of cigs for? £5. So every hand that he's putting in, let's say, is £20, and he's dropping most of them. So let's say he gets retail value £1,000 worth of cigs, £2,000 worth of cigs. He's going to end up selling them for £400 or £500. And the risk to reward and the injury to the person, even if you're callous enough not to care about the injury that you've caused, the risk that you're going to get life in prison, if that poor innocent man dies, because you've hit him over the head with a metal bar. You've hit him over the head with a metal bar. Not life in prison, are you? Nobody's going to get life in prison anymore. But it's armed robbery with intent. So you're looking at a long stretch. And if you're going to do a robbery like this, you want to be in and out as quickly as possible. This man is a lunatic, an absolute fucking dickhead. But he will go to till eventually and take what's in till. But even then, what's he going to get? £100? You could have killed that poor fella. I think that old fella must be coming round now because he's pointing metal bar at him. So he must be making some noise or something. So let's say he's made £200 at it till. And he's made £500, so he's made £700. You've nearly killed a man for £700. And sadly, this is where the video ends. But bear in mind, this is just a little shop, little news agents, whatever you want to call it. And I'm saying £200 in till. That's on the high estimate, isn't it? Look, when you're planning when you're planning a robbery, your total expectation is like £400 or £500, and the risk to reward, and the amount of violence that were used, it just boggles the mind that people do shit like this. But I have got a good bit of news for you. Well, it's not brilliant news, but at least it's a bit of good news. The lady that posted the video on Facebook, which I'll put links to, has put, this was 6 weeks ago. Just heard he's okay though, thankfully. So it looks like the guy ain't got no long-term injuries, hopefully. But if you look at the last comment on the post 4 weeks ago, there's been no updates. This took place in... What did it take place in? Scott Hill in West Yorkshire, which is Leeds area. So if you do know, or you want to get in touch with girl who posted it, I'll put links in the description box. But I'd like to remind you how I come across that video in the first place. Because I was looking for footage of people not giving any respect to anybody else other than what they want to do. And by doing that, crashing the car. By driving too fast in a built-up area with no thought for anybody else. So the similarities are more or less the same, aren't they? This man wanted that other man's money and he didn't care what he had to do to get it. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, catch you later.